Ma salve a tutti e ben ritrovati in una nuova puntata, a poca distanza dall'ultima tra l'altro, della mia rubrica Nouvelle Cuisine. E in questo nuovo episodio, quale gioco andrò a trattare? Beh, a parte che non è un segreto perché si capisce dal titolo del video, però lanciando la demo in questione, perché è una demo, apparirà questa schermata iniziale che mi chiede su che dispositivo sto giocando, PC o Steam Deck. Effettivamente sembrerebbe una bella feature per questo gioco, se verrà implementata bene. Io, non avendo Steam Deck, sceglierei PC, perché è su PC che sto giocando. Ed eccoci che arriviamo nel menu principale della demo di Roots in the Sky, The Hand of Glory 2, che per chi non lo sapesse altro non è che il seguito di The Hand of Glory, avventura tutta italiana uscita nel 2020 oramai. Quindi, se non sapeste di che cosa sto parlando, cioè di The Hand of Glory, vi invito a recuperare la demo portata sul suo canale di Van Helsing TV, con cui ho collaborato già, oppure di andarvi a seguire proprio tutta la serie di The Hand of Glory portata sul suo canale da PixelDev, e tutte queste cose ve le lascerò nelle schede che appariranno, penso. Bene, ma perché questa avventura è tutta italiana? Perché è stata fatta da sviluppatori italiani, quali Medit Entertainment e Daring Touch. E questo secondo capitolo uscirà presumibilmente a marzo del 2024, secondo quanto dice la campagna Kickstarter, che ha aperto oggi, 30 gennaio 2023. Anche se pure in questo caso non so quando vedrete questo video, forse il giorno dopo, non lo so. Comunque mi sembrava giusto aiutare in qualche modo a pubblicizzare il Kickstarter di Roots in the Sky, facendo un gameplay della demo, ma volendolo potete trovare la demo anche su Steam e potete finanziare il Kickstarter, perché bisogna supportare gli sviluppatori italiani, il Made in Italy. Ma detto questo, vorrei vedere un po' le opzioni. Sottotitoli ci sono. Modalità lettura relax la toglierei perché non vorrei sbagliare a cliccare e perdermi qualche dialogo. Lingua dei testi italiano, non è doppiato in italiano il gioco, come il primo The Hand of Glory, ma ci saranno i sottotitoli. Schema comandi, vabbè, sarà classico. Io ammetto però che questa demo l'ho già vista in live streaming, sempre da PixelDev, che l'ha fatta prima di me. Ma comunque vediamo come me la cavo e se me la ricordo. E vediamo anche che fine ha fatto il nostro detective Lazarus Bundy, per gli amici Lars. Nuovo gioco. Vuoi visualizzare il tutorial del gioco? No.
Rome, the eternal city. I had been working for a private security agency called Fidentia for a few months. The pay was lousy, but it had a huge advantage. Nobody there cared who I was or where I came from. Me and Malcolm, my boss/roommate, were escorting yet another VIP to discover the wonderful views of Rome. Everything was going as planned. The guy didn't look like he wanted to talk, and we were more than happy to accommodate him. Then, as if reading my mind, Destiny decided to liven up the situation. From that moment on, the last thing I could complain about would be boredom. kiddo. Kiddo, wake up.
5 more minutes, Dad. 10.
Get up, sleepyhead. I need to leave for a while.
Leave?
I left something for you. It's in the kitchen.
Dad? Dad? He's gone.
You're still in bed? Didn't you say bye to your father?
No.
Oh, well, that'll teach you not to stay up so late with those stupid detective magazines you read.
They're not stupid. When I grow up, I will be a great detective.
All right, take it easy. Breakfast is ready, but first, I'm sure you meant well when you decided to decorate the wall with that mural. But get rid of it now, please.
But it looks great. Do I really have to?
You have the nerve to complain? Tell you what, don't even dare come into the kitchen until you picked up all those clothes scattered around as well.
But Mom... Bobby! He's gonna help me. Hi, Bobby! Did you sleep well? Come on, I know you're awake. I'm gonna tickle your tiny paws, you know.
Little brat, don't you dare! And by the way, I never sleep. I stand guard.
Oh, right. The guarding went well then?
Nothing to report, except for that rooster that keeps singing at 3 a.m. and the endless snoring of your father.
He almost sounds like a rusty muffler.
So what's on the schedule for today? Shall we flush out a criminal gang, search for stolen goods, a few chases, hand-to-hand fight?
We need to tidy up the room.
I love hand-to-hand. You call that a schedule?
Let's hurry up. Dad promised me a surprise.
Aren't you forgetting something?
My notebook! I can't launch myself on a mission without my notebook.
Allora, siamo in game. Cioè, posso prendere il controllo del piccolo Lars. E a quanto pare stiamo rivivendo i suoi ricordi. Prendiamo lo sgrassatore per iniziare. A quanto pare hanno modificato alcune cose, tipo il menu di interazioni, cioè questo cerchio hanno messo. Prendiamo anche il calzino. È una classica avventura grafica punta e clicca, insomma. Anche se forse la grafica potrà non piacere a tutti. Perché per esempio a me non è che mi fa impazzire. Prendiamo anche le mutande. Cioè lo stile cartoon fatto così. Però a me il primo The Hand of Glory mi piacque. Prendiamo anche la spazzola. C'è qualcos'altro da prendere? Vediamo l'esterno.
There's a vineyard in front of the house, and you can also see the hills around the city. I like sleeping with the window open. You can hear the crickets at night, and the wind, and...
Remember when you left me on the bedside table? It started raining and I had a shower?
Well, you needed it anyway.
E perché ne doveva aver bisogno? Vabbè, forse perché era sporco. Comunque spero che non dormi con la finestra aperta anche quando è inverno, se no te ghiacci. Va bene, possiamo parlare con Bobby? No, lo possiamo solo guardare.
Are you serious? But I hate you.
Oh yeah? Then I hate you too.
Così per ripicca. Prendiamo pure questa maglietta. Sporca. E c'è un poster di Clint Stallone, che dovrebbe essere la parodia di Sylvester Stallone.
Clint Stallone. He definitely knows how to catch the bad guys.
Ah, qui c'è un altro calzino. Qui c'è il freno però.
It's a what's it that you use to keep the tricycle steady.
It's called a brake, remember?
Yeah, I knew that.
Infatti se noi proviamo a prendere il calzino,
It's stuck in the wheel.
quindi dobbiamo tirare il freno. Ed ecco fatto. Questo è il cestino dei panni.
The basket for dirty and stinky clothes.
Let me remind you that you're supposed to fill that basket.
Andiamo nell'inventario e penso che abbiamo raccolto tutto quello che bisognava raccogliere da mettere nel cestino.
Yes.
E anche questo. E abbiamo ultimato il primo obiettivo. Sì, questo c'era anche nel primo The Hand of Glory. Allora, adesso dobbiamo cancellare il capolavoro espressionista.
I don't know why Mom wants me to remove that. It's colorful,
A real masterpiece.
isn't it?
Do you remember when Dad taught us about irony?
No.
I can tell.
What do you think of my drawing?
The execution is poor, but the subject, well, what a subject.
Va bene, penso che devo combinare questo con questo. Qua basta solo muovere il mouse.
Well, I'm done. What a chore.
Your stomach roars louder than me.
Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I can't wait.
È tempo di colazione.
All done? I warn you, I'll be checking later on.
What smells so good?
Your favorite breakfast. Pancakes with pistachio cream.
Pistachios!
Pistachios.
I heard you talking earlier, and yeah, I mean, about Bobby. He is a good friend, I'm sure, but you know that he doesn't really, don't you?
Mom, I know that Bobby doesn't really talk. I'm not 6.
All right, I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes your imagination confuses me, that's all. Your father left something for you on the table before leaving.
E dopo aver sbranato il pancake alla crema di pistacchio, buono però, prendiamo la lettera del padre. Ragazzo, devo lasciare la città per qualche tempo, ma non ho dimenticato la mia promessa. Oggi è il giorno della tua iniziazione. Ho disseminato la casa di 3 prove. Una volta completate, avrai mosso il primo passo per diventare un grande detective. Perché da adulto, nel primo End of Glory, Lars era un detective. La cassaforte sul tavolo della cucina è protetta da un codice numerico. C'è una videocassetta in cima alla tua libreria. Attenzione, recuperarla sarà periglioso. Un campo di forza ti sbarra la strada, sii cauto. PS, non guarda la videocassetta prima di aver completato tutte le prove. Ok.
This is going to be an epic challenge. I'm ready.
Se torniamo nella stanza di Lars...
Abby, Mom thinks you're imaginarific.
She's right.
Ugh, you two are boring. Dad left me some challenges to overcome.
Something fun at last.
Questo dovrebbe essere il campo di forza, cioè la scatola di derivazione.
A force field bars the way.
E per adesso non possiamo fare nulla. E questa è la videocassetta di cui parlava il biglietto, che volendo potremmo già prendere. Vediamo un po'.
Let's have a warm-up lap.
Ecco, questo flashback del primo gioco. Adesso per arrampicarci qui...
I don't know how to reach it. It's too high.
You could climb on the bed.
It's too far away from the shelf, and
You have short paws, right?
Bisogna utilizzare il sistema classico, che penso di averlo visto anche in altre avventure grafiche, di aprire i cassetti. Però apriamolo un po' di più. Tipo a formare una scala. Ok, possiamo prenderla.
I don't know how to reach it. It's too...
Making use of...
Ah, ecco. Ce lo sta dicendo Bobby.
I don't know how to reach it. It's too high.
Non riesco a capire perché non sale.
I don't know how to reach it.
Stop. You'll break your neck.
Ah,
I
così.
I can't let Dad down.
Non l'avevo sistemati bene.
I did it. What do you think is on the videotape? It only says kiddo.
Maybe it's the video of your first grade play.
Mom laughed until she cried.
You were an exceptional tree.
Questa videocassetta è la sfida più grande. Non vorrei doverlo fare, ma hai bisogno di capire, non avere paura. Però non la possiamo ancora vedere. Qui abbiamo finito, giusto? Bobby? Andiamo. E prendiamo questo post-it sul frigorifero.
What's this?
Io sono un saggio re, ma porto la sciarpa anche d'estate. Io sono un debole, ma per uscire di casa un muro devo sfondare. E questa filastrocca, se così si può definire, ci aiuterà per il codice di questa cassaforte. Vediamo che cosa si può fare più. Possiamo parlare con la madre. Ecco, questa impostazione dei dialoghi non c'era, se non ricordo male, nel primo The Hand of Glory. Vediamo il primo argomento.
Dad didn't tell me he had to leave.
He received an urgent call tonight while you were sleeping. I don't know exactly where they sent him this time, but he packed his luggage with light clothes. Probably someplace warm and exotic.
He's gonna drink coconut milk with a straw.
He will swim in the ocean or in the sea or in a river. I mean, knowing him, he's going to dive into the first patch of water he can find.
And he's gonna romance all the ladies in town.
He'd better keep his hands to himself.
O forse c'era in stile Broken Sword, da cui si ispira chiaramente il gioco. Però non era esattamente così, adesso non ricordo sinceramente.
What a bummer I had to erase my painting.
Sweetie, I don't want to limit you or curb your enthusiasm, but you see, you have many fine qualities. It's just that painting is not one of them.
What good qualities do I have then?
Well, you're creative, curious, you have a keen eye, and above all, you're tenacious.
What does tenacious mean?
Stubborn, but in a good way.
Ecco, la madre però ci sminuisce un po'. Vabbè che non sappiamo disegnare, ma è pur sempre un piccolo Lars.
Look!
I see. Dad told me about the loose tooth. Did it hurt?
Hurt? I never feel a thing.
So it isn't because you were scared I'd pull it out that you didn't tell me, right?
No, not at all.
Did you check if the tooth mouse came?
I forgot.
Hurry up. He usually leaves a penny under the pillow as payment.
E questa sarà un'importante scoperta.
I need to complete some tasks for my initialization.
Do you? Are you ready for anything to become a great detective?
For anything and more.
It's going to be tough.
I like that.
Twisted.
All right.
Full of dead ends and pitfalls.
Oh.
And above all, dangerous.
Can't you help me?
Are you kidding? Your father would never speak to me again if I ruined your initialization. But you'll manage. I have no doubt.
Ma chi ha bisogno d'aiuto dalla mamma? Allora, torniamo di nuovo indietro nella stanza, perché sembra che ci siano solo queste due location per questa demo. E guardiamo il cuscino dopo aver parlato con la madre.
Look, Bobby, a penny.
This is the start of a real financial empire.
E potremo agire sulla scatola di derivazione usando questa moneta a mo' di cacciavite. Anche questo è un grande classico.
Here's the force field protecting the mysterious package.
Possiamo prendere il pacchetto?
What if I get shocked?
No. Per adesso no. Ora, per avere il codice della cassaforte, diamo un'occhiata al calendario. Ci sono vari giorni segnati con disegnini o scritte. Compleanno, altro compleanno, mela, English lesson per il piccoletto, 15, elefante, Riff 543, Call Claire, leone, Halloween party, paperella, treno o pulcino. Indie Marathon, maratona di Indiana Jones penso. Topolino, albero di Natale, weekend out. E appuntamento dottore qui. e serata RHCP e il gatto. Dovrei aver visionato tutto, ma a noi ci serve, secondo la filastrocca, secondo il post-it, il re è il debole che per uscire di casa un muro deve sfondare. Ma se non ricordo male da quello che vidi, che non ci sarei arrivato manco io. Il re sarebbe il leone, quindi 29. E poi il treno, 22. Vediamo un po'. No, non era così. Cos'è che sfondava? L'elefante? ...29... e 17? No? Oddio. Perché uno è sicuro che è il 29. Allora, l'altro numero era il 12. Però non so se il 12 settembre è il pulcino o la paperella. O il 12 aprile, la mela. Cioè, è un poco strano questo enigma. 29. Non me lo ricordavo l'ultimo numero. L'ultima coppia di numeri.
Wow! A pair of gloves!
E adesso con questi guanti, anzi prima c'è un altro post-it. Nonostante tu sia una testa calda, hai sempre le mani gelide. Questi ti aiuteranno. Sono anche utili per non lasciare impronte sulle scene del crimine. Ah però. Quindi dicevo, con questi guanti possiamo prendere il misterioso pacchettino.
Such a long red scarf.
E questi due indumenti, cioè i guanti e la sciarpa, sono caratteristici dell'arsa adulto. Per essere riconoscibile, un grande detective ha bisogno di un simbolo. Questa sciarpa sarà il tuo. Che i criminali imparino a temerla.
I've completed all the tasks.
Whoa, you have such a powerful aura now!
It's over 9,000. I'll go tell Mom. Mom, I did it!
You did great. What did Dad get you?
A pair of wonderful gloves, a long scarf, and a videotape.
Oh, it's already time for the videotape. I was hoping he'd give you more time.
Huh?
Get ready and meet me in the living room. I'll turn on the VCR. They're a bit too big for you. I guess you can use them when you get older.
What's on the tape?
Listen to me now. It's not going to be funny, but your father thinks it's necessary. Even if I trust him, I don't agree. Let me ask you again. Do you really want to become a great detective?
Yes.
You don't look so sure.
Yes, I want to. I want to find the criminals, fight them, and arrest them.
If this is not just a game for you, one day you will really have to face them. Do you understand that?
I got it. Who is he?
He is one of the worst criminals in history. One of the meanest.
Why are they interviewing him, though?
People are weird. On the one hand, they do everything they can to forget about evil, and yet they're fascinated by it. And so it happens that thieves and murderers often make the front page, you know? They write books, they almost become legends.
I don't like it. This man has hurt people?
He hurt a lot of people, yes.
But he is famous?
There's no one in the world who doesn't know his name.
That's not right. He scares me so bad.
Me too. Look at his eyes. They're empty. You still don't know Nietzsche, but it is like gazing into the abyss while it gazes into you.
I don't want him to be famous. People need to forget about him.
Sweetie, it's impossible. Every time people hear his name, they will remember what he did.
Then I'll steal it from him. I'll steal his name and become the most famous detective ever. I'll arrest anyone else like him. All of them. I'll be so famous, people won't think about him anymore. They'll think about me.
That's not such a bad idea, you know.
What? What's his name?
Bundy!
What? Mom?
Bundy, get up! This is not the time for a nap.
I took a nasty blow to the back of my head. It hurts like crazy. On the other hand, he got the worst of it.
Is he dead?
Well, he doesn't look so good.
He is dead.
Yep. Stone cold dead.
He is dead! Do you get it?
I get it. He's deceased, departed, taking a dirt nap, stiff like a board, running in the green meadows with his ancestors.
I think I'm going to be sick.
How come I don't hear the sirens yet? Nobody called the authorities?
I showed my fake police ID around, told everyone to go home, that there's nothing to see here. Same old story.
Great move. Now, stay there and breathe. I think about what to do. We were in Villa Borghese, in the city center. The authorities would get there at any moment, and I couldn't afford to be linked to a murder case. The evidence of my presence had to disappear.
E si continua, perché questa parte Pixel Deb non l'aveva giocata. Io pensavo finisse la demo. Cadavere.
Although the man had died almost instantly, his expression conveyed the anguished awareness of death. The bullet caught him center mass. Well, judging by the angle of entry, it must have pierced his rib cage, torn right through his heart, and probably a lung.
Here we go. I'm gagging.
I can't see the exit wound, which means the bullet is still inside. It's a pity we don't have time to extract it.
Ugh.
Malcolm, should you feel the irresistible impulse to throw up,
Yes?
close your mouth and swallow. We don't want to flood the crime scene with fresh piping hot DNA, do we?
You're not helping.
Quindi hanno perso il loro cliente. Però stavo pensando, ma sarà stato giusto far vedere quella videocassetta al piccolo Lars? Non l'avranno un po' traumatizzato? Occhiali.
Expensive brand, as if to emphasize how rich the man was. At the same time, the lens was cracked, as if to emphasize how dead the man was.
E fin qui c'eravamo arrivati.
Comfortable for a sweltering summer day, but not so elegant. The man spent the morning taking pictures of everything he found interesting, including me, apparently.
What are you doing? That's evidence.
Don't worry, I always wear gloves precisely for such eventualities.
You mean you're used to it?
Wait, we'll talk about that later, okay?
Ferita.
Judging by the entrance wound,
Please, enough.
the victim's ID, the blood, still fresh, partially covered the personal details. But one thing caught my attention anyway.
E cioè cosa?
Get a life sentence.
Look at the bright side. We won't need to raise the money for rent anymore. Listen, didn't this guy tell us his name was Philip Sanders?
Yes. Why?
Well, the few letters I can make out don't match.
But why provide us with false identification? We were just escorting him around the city.
I have every intention of finding out. It wasn't the first time I'd found myself in such a situation. Once you got to that point, there was nothing else you could do for the victim, other than grant him one last act of kindness.
Ok. In tasca che cos'ha?
I prepared to rummage through the corpse's pockets. It was still warm, and I felt irrationally guilty, as if he could possibly care about it. A shaped metallic wire. My instinct urged me to pick it up, even though I didn't have the slightest idea of its function.
I don't like what you're doing at all.
Neither do I. Now, do us both a favor. Stand guard, and be sure to freak out if you see a patrol car.
Freak out?
More than usual, I mean.
Bene, adesso.
Blood partially covered the name of the victim, but the little I could read didn't match the profile he gave us.
Diamo un'occhiata alla macchinetta.
You could adjust the exposure and stuff with that. My skill in that regard was limited to pushing the shutter button. You could adjust the small hatch didn't move. Either it had been damaged during the fall, or there was something holding it shut.
Allora usiamo il filo metallico. Un attimo. Così. No.
The small hatch didn't. I didn't know what that button was for, but it was stuck.
Tutto bloccato.
So that little object was some sort of release key for the camera.
Ah, ecco.
The film roll was intact. I vaguely hoped that the victim might have immortalized something useful as well, so I decided to keep it.
Ma chi usa ancora le macchinette fotografiche col rullino?
There was still a problem to solve before I could duck out. I couldn't take the camera with me. The tourists repeatedly took pictures, and in case an eyewitness turned up, I had no doubt they would describe the device to the authorities. I had to leave it at the crime scene. But at the same time, the film roll's absence had to be justified.
E quindi? Ma qua vedo qualcosa, Cardioid.
A storm drain for gathering rainwater. Normally they were shut. Some joker opened that one. Its depth was considerable. I couldn't see the bottom.
Se ci buttassi la macchinetta fotografica.
What are you doing?
I removed the roll containing the pictures of us. Then I placed the camera near the drain.
I can see that, but why?
This way the police will think the film was ejected from the device due to the impact, ending up in the sewer.
Well, that's clever. It almost seems like you're used to these kinds of situations.
Now listen to me, Mal. I can't let the police find me here. They'd be asking questions I couldn't answer.
What kind of questions?
Such as, what's your name?
Huh?
I'll explain everything, I promise. But for now, I gotta leave. And you gotta do me a huge favor.
I'm afraid of what you're about to ask me.
I was never here.
But we come here almost every day!
We don't know each other.
We live together! You pay me rent,
And you've never, and I mean never, heard of a certain Lazarus Bundy.
I wish that were true.
Now, for once in my life, I'm serious.
Alright, get out of here. I'm gonna regret this, I know, but just leave.
You're the best. That's how it began. With a man who was perhaps using a secret identity, murdered in the very city center of Rome. What would happen to my cover? Would my pursuer track me down after 5 years on the run? In order to prevent that, I needed to solve the case before the police could trace it back to me. Hand them the killer, have them close the file, and get back to anonymity. At that moment, I couldn't imagine that the murder would lead me around the world again, dragging me into one of the greatest adventures of my life.
Un'altra volta. E si conclude così la demo. Però niente male davvero. Anche questa nuova avventura di Lazarus Bundy sembra interessante e intrigante. Comunque, come al solito, seguite il pop-up, lasciate commenti al riguardo e se voleste saperne di più riguardo Roots in the Sky, date un'occhiata al link che metterò in descrizione perché è l'indirizzo della pagina Kickstarter del gioco. Adesso vi saluto e se potete mi raccomando supportate Roots in the Sky. Ciao a tutti e alla prossima!